Okay, so I'll be going back to my backend editor. Now the next thing that I want us to look at is our menu. Okay, so this is my front end, and this is actually your menu. You can see that I have menus and then I have sub menu. So the first thing, before you can start working with your menu, the first thing you need to do is to create all the pages that you want displayed on your site. That's why I took us through how to create pages first. You make sure that you create all the pages that you want to use on your site first, and then you can now use your menu to display them. So how do you display all this using WordPress? You go back to your backend, and then you come under appearances and then click on menu. Like the article we created for the training video you just created, but if you check, it's not going to show anywhere here until we had it through the menu. Okay, so if you scroll down, where you have select a menu to edit, you have all the menus that were used on that site. So you have the main menu, the top menu, which is referring to this menu here. Okay, then you have the footer menu, which is referring to the menu used at the bottom of the page. So this is the footer menu. You also have menu for training programs, menu for what we do, and then menu for who we are. So if I'm going to adjust any of this menu, let me show you how you work with that. So I'm going to start with the main menu, which is this, the primary menu. Click on it and then you choose select. While that is loading, you will notice that you have a list of all your pages on the left hand side here. Okay, the most recent, this is the one I just added the training video. So let's see how we make this work. Okay, so can you see what we have here? This is the main menu, which is this menu that is displayed here on your page. Can you see it? And then these are sub menus under it. So can you see? So for instance, if I'm going to add that training video, for instance, I'll just click on training video and click on add to menu. So that is a page I just created. That's why I said you must create your pages first before you can work with your menu. And can you see training video has been added? Now I want to make it a sub menu under training programs, or it can be a menu on its own and then I have sub menus under it, but let me just make it a sub menu under training programs. So I'll just drag carefully. Okay, once I get this position, I'll release my hand and then it stays. So if I go and run through my training programs, I'm going to see it listed here by the time I save it. So that's how you actually create your menu. You have your main menu and then you have your sub menus. Then for your main menu, ensure that it is set to be your primary menu. That's the only time it will be displayed here on your web page. If it's not set as your primary menu, it's not going to work. So you just click on save menu. And that change is effected. If there is a menu item you don't need, all you need to do is just come here, click, and then click on remove. Okay, it automatically deletes that menu item for you. Okay, so that's basically how you work with your menu when you're designing your sites. And then another thing, well, most themes, by the time you install them, you have the menu created automatically, but then even if it's not created, you can make use of this create a new menu option. You just click on it, type the name of the menu and save, and the menu will be created. Then you can now select that menu. You will see it listed here. You can now select it and start editing it. So basically that's how you work with your menu. I will save. If I go to my front end now and refresh, come to my training programs, you can see my training video showing now, and if I click on it, it will take me to that page I created earlier on. Okay, so can you see my image has adjusted now? And this is the text I wrote, this is the image. So you can see the essence of the columns. That's why I had 2 columns on that page. Okay, so that's basically how you work with your menu.